Good morning, everyone. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome along. This is the track reveal for this week's competition here at Tsujigiricollective under the new brand Tsujigiricollective Drift Challenge. That's what's going to be used going forwards. I'm going to reveal the track for you guys and give some shakes down and show you what it's going to look like for this week. The reason for the delay this week, we've had a few people having problems with getting their cars loaded up onto the server, and we've had a few people having problems getting things to work in the background, so everything is a little bit delayed. Callum Craddy, this should be X-rated with that amount of skin. You know it. I got my moobs out. I'm here in the glorious sunshine. It's New Zealand in the middle of summer. It's 27 degrees today in Hamilton. We had an earthquake last night that I had no idea about. I slept through the whole thing. I was asleep. Insane says, "What's up, dude? Hey, morning, mate. How are you doing? Feel the earthquake? Oh, just talking about it. Feel the earthquake? No, I didn't feel the earthquake. I was asleep. So it turns out that perhaps in the event of any natural disasters, I would die. So that's a positive to take away from things, I guess. My imminent demise because I'm a heavy sleeper. Winner. So let's get going. I think the guys who were having problems might not be having problems anymore. We don't know yet. I'm going to flick backwards and forwards and try and get that sorted. So there might be a delay before we do the full drive of the track so that I can help those guys get set up, because it looks like people are having real problems with some of the cars and things in the background trying to get them to work. But we shall come back to that in a minute, because this week's track, if I just upload the track map, bear with me 1 second. You probably heard that bing in the background. That is because I have been rushed off my feet today. Somehow everything has ended up really heavily delayed. We've just had nothing but problems. And as a result, I've not got ahead of everything properly. That's what I want to do. Let's see that. This week, Saint-Eustache in Canada. We're using the Formula D layout. Yeah, should be some decent wall rides. As I said there, this is our track for this week. This is the Saint-Eustache layout in Quebec, Canada. Starting in your top right hand corner of your screens, we're seeing that accelerate out through the cones as usual, those chicane cones to stop people from absolutely hooning off down the straight there, initiating in on that top part of the course with a small decel zone there, but it is only small just to get the car initiated and just checked up and settled, and then back on the throttle all the way around that big wall ride through clip 1. Now, the weird thing here with Saint-Eustache is it's not a constant curve. It starts off with a bit of a kink and then it flattens right out along that wall through where you can see the number 1. It's much flatter there, and then it tightens up again quite progressively down onto that pit straight. So it's all a bit weird. It's a strange layout. It's not a smooth wall ride like you'd get at, say, Irwindale or something. So you do have to be really on the ball through that first big wall ride there. Then coming onto the pit straight, it's a transition across to a cone that's literally just hanging out in the middle of the pit straight. So the transition across, hit the nose over that section, and then transition hard and fast into clip 3. Now there will probably be people doing a little bit of a checkup on clip 3 just to settle the car. I've not put a decel in there. We've had a talk about this in the background, so when I've been doing this track briefing, I've not announced that there's going to be a decel there, because really, if you get your timing right, you can stay pretty much on the power the whole way through 3 and down into 4. But if people go through there and do a small handbrake drag adjustment, we're not going to penalise them too much, as long as it is not considered an overcorrection and excessive slowdown. Because that going through 3, if you're really doing it with high impact and firing along that wall down and into that left-hander, that second left-hander, then you are probably going to be hitting things pretty well. Then 4. Compared to some of the layouts that you will have seen on Saying You Stash, 4 is a little bit shorter because what we're trying to do is not make it too much of a heavy slowdown between 4 and 5. You can see there is a bit of a slowdown zone there, a bit of a decel area at the end of 4. What we want is for guys to get through 4, angling up hard as they come to the end of 4, so the cars jump out of that outside zone straight towards 5. Now that might mean that just at the end there's a little bit of left foot braking or a couple of clutch kicks, and there might be a natural decel at the end of 4, which is why we've put that in, so that guys know that in the chase position, as they come through 4, they can drop away in 4, give a little bit of room, and then surge up into that dive to 5. But if they're on the inside edge too much as they come across to 5, then they're going to find themselves overrunning that clip, and then they'll get stuck for the transition into 6. So 5 is that second inside clip. Tight across there. There's no markings on that track through that section there as we get fast transition, snappy across to 6. And most importantly, going through that section, we want to see people right on doors across the finish line. The finish line is just around that little right-hander. Then they'll come round through to the left. And if you guys are practicing on the servers and you're there doing it publicly, what you can see there is that at the end of that run, the track naturally comes back round to the left. And if you are on the servers and you are practicing, then stay inside the pit lane section there, so that you can drive along there protected, and those guys who are on the bank won't be disturbed by your return back round to the start line. When you get to the end of the pit lane, dive across to that bottom right of the screen as you see it, go all the way around the back to line up on the start, and that way no one should be impacted by people running repeatedly around the server whilst we're in practice. In a competition, obviously, the rules will be slightly different. Everything will be laid out as it needs to be there. But this gives you guys an idea of what we're doing. And you can also see the new Drift Challenge logo that we've rolled out in that top left-hand corner. So these events are all going to be covered under Drift Challenge now. So the idea is that Drift Challenge is going to be the brand under which we do all of our proper competitions, and everything's going to be used for that to kind of progress the things for Assetto Corsa, so that we can start to have full championships that may or may not end up being feeder series into more major other championships that you already are familiar with, and so that we can do one-off competitions that are going to be big, so that we can do giveaways. So I can finally do the giveaway for some of the merchandise. This hat, I still need to give it away at some point. That's going to be a thing. There's lots of stuff going on in the background that should make Tsujigiri much more exciting for you guys in 21 going forward. Should be some decent wall rides from Scranners. Yes, should be indeed some decent wall rides. Hopefully we shall see that. Hold up, I'm not seeing any curls. You had a mop chop. No, I've not had a mop chop, mate. Don't be silly. It's all still there. It's just under the hat, like the scruffy ragamuffin that I am. Hate you. I used to love Saying You Stash on LFS. Well, it's even better on Assetto Corsa, so make sure you try and get the evening off tomorrow to come and drive it, Craddy. I'm just going to flick across, see if anything's going on. So it looks like people might be having problems with getting onto the server to practice. So they're saying that they haven't been able to get on the server because it seems to be running CSP. But I haven't forced CSP to be on at the moment, so that shouldn't be happening, or at least I don't believe I have. Let me just double check. Competition server, main, CSP. No, require CSP to join is off. So you guys that can't get on the server right now, that is not because CSP is forced at our end, at server end. I've deliberately left that off because I know some people don't like to run it. I can give you no good reason why upgrading to the latest CSP would have solved that, but apparently for some of you it has. Anyway, I'm now going to move across into the chat. So those of you watching at home, be prepared that things might be about to become slightly more toxic as we hear people in the background. So let's move across.
the
Hello,
servers
just before you say anything, I will say you are live on the stream. Before anyone starts to get their swearing on, you are live on the stream.
Lucky.
Before you say
lucky.
it, I can give you guys no good reason why that's caused that issue, because I've definitely not ticked to have CSP forced on. I've just checked all of the servers. Not a single one of the servers has require CSP to join ticked on, so it shouldn't be doing it.
No,
I don't know.
Unless it's something the way the track's been made.
Literally, the last thing I tried everything, and the last thing I said was, "I wonder if it's custom shaders patch." So I asked Harry what his was on. He said the newest one. So I upgraded to the newest one. They just let me straight in.
Yeah. So Alan even was testing it when he was doing the track adjustments for me, and he tested that with CSP weather effects off, and he wasn't having any problems there. So I don't know, guys. I can't tell you. But what I am going to do is.
Anyway.
As long as it's fixed, that's the important bit, and I'm going to jump on the server that you guys are on. Oh, you're on the UK server.
Is this the server?
I'll jump on the American one if you want.
Yeah, if someone can jump on the
Sorry, is this going to be the actual?
These are server conditions. These are the server conditions. The one that will be the comp server will be the American server, and I think Anders started sending out passwords to people who have already pre-registered. I will do everyone else after I've done a quick track showing for the guys on the stream. But yes, the conditions are as they should be for the server, and I'm going to use the V8 because we've got a good set.
Quick one, Ben. Oh,
yes.
Have you already loaded into it? I was going to say, could you? Oh, I was going to say, could you put the Altezza on there?
Oh, are you going to run the Altezza?
Maybe. I'm not really getting on with the 110 on here.
Too long. It's got too much arse.
It's and too much power.
Too much junk in that trunk.
It's too much power. Too much car, Ben.
It's not too much car. Come on, the 15 runs around here perfectly, and it's at almost 1,000 horsepower.
Ben, if you want my advice, pop live on stream in your name, so that nobody joins the Discord and
that's a good
decides to start screaming profanities.
If I do hear anyone join, I will announce that I'm live on stream. Right, cap's coming off, headset's going on. Let's have a look. Is everything working? That looks positive. Right, one sec.
Just so you know, Ben.
Harry, if you want to come and try that setup out
guys who were talking about it on stream
against its creator, I'm in the American server.
Which one's the American server?
The one that's currently called competition server.
On the little American flag next to it.
I actually don't have that one.
Did you get the password, Steve?
Yes.
Because you might have search by password ticked but off. Don't know. That catches people out sometimes.
Sorry about that.
So that's the new banner. Those of you on the stream, turn my head. That's the new banner there, all looking really nice with all of our sponsors, both digital and in real life, on there. There's Ryan in the Siders Estate Maintenance Stang. Let's do a run, shall we, Ryan?
Ready?
So I can keep up with you. Go for it. God, that
Anders,
thing
you
leaps
deleted
off the
the
line.
password.
Oh, you've changed the signs!
Ben, not to mess you up even more, but you're only showing yourself on stream.
Oh no, I forgot to put the stream across. Right, one second. Let me go back to bits and sort all of that. That's a good catch, because that's not useful for anyone. Especially not useful for me when I'm trying to show people around the track. Where's driving? Live, driving, transition. There we go. Can't see the screen.
Are you going to put the...
You forgot to change the feed. Yes, look at me doing rookie things. So there you go. You've now got my feet in my nice pink socks, so you can see my pedal action. And now I'm showing you stuff on screen. So let's go back to pits and try it again.
Is my skin supposed to show on the practice server?
I don't know. I'd have to check. It's certainly visible.
It is showing. Well, it is in this one, but I mean on the practice one as well. It was showing. I'm not bothered. I was just asking.
The thing with the practice server is it's not assigned to anyone's GUIDs, so it's all.
Oh right, so it's whoever gets it. Yeah,
it's just I've just copied and pasted the current loadouts of cars across.
That's cool.
For ease of everything.
When I do the comp, will I be in it, or will it just be a random?
In the comp server, it's got the GUIDs assigned.
Okay.
Did you change the name of my one?
I haven't even put yours on yet, because I've just been too busy. It's something that I will be doing during the day today, so it'll be on there ready for tomorrow.
Perfect.
And I'll give you that detail. So let's try that again. That is the new Drift Challenge logo. This is our start banner with our real life and digital sponsors up on there. Here's Ryan inside his estate maintenance Mustang. Let's go, Ryan. See if this is the revamped S14 V8. Just been brought up to date with some of the other physics from the rest of the pack. This is that first big outside wall ride. Past Dango's giant smiling face on the wall. Does Dango ever smile these days? I don't know. There's that inside clip, another outside clip there. This is clip 4 with this slowdown. Ryan's buggered it.
This is a track day.
That's onto the inside clip there. And another inside clip there, and across the finish.
My ping's at like 137.
I have had a small amount of alcohol consumption. That is why I am.
So guys, on the practice server, you can see you just come down this infield section and you can see if anyone's coming, go across the track, and it doesn't disturb anyone in their practice. It's so much easier to see this road surface now. This is lovely. I'm not blinded.
Yeah, it is way better, the road surface. Like, ready?
Go. Wall there, Ryan. So just see if I can get back on him. Oh no, now I've made the same mistake. Oh. This car is almost too fast to stay behind the Mustang. This is ridiculous. Oh, now I've got backlocked to pits. Penalty for
you have to delete the AI file.
You get 2 back to pitch and then you kicked.
Yeah, if you're on track and then you go back to pits, you get control locked. That's dumb. Oh well, gives me a second to see what people think in the stream. So can't see screen Ben. Right, well that's up now. What do you guys think of the track now that you've seen it a couple of runs? These will be the conditions that we run it for on the competition, so let's try this. The cones are now solid. They weren't when we were testing the layout before, but they are now. Oh, now I'm in the wall. I'm in the wall. I can't go back to pits because I get control locked again. No, there we go. Kicked.
Yeah, you do it too many times. You kick yourself.
I'm sorry that I gave you my bad day energy, Ben.
Mate, seriously, never tell me
What
about
bet
your
do you want,
days
Harry?
again,
24?
because you literally are contagiously bad.
25.
Okay, 25. So you want to be heating them to just till you see them starting to turn green, basically.
What I'll try and do is I'll try and make sure those penalties are removed, because at the moment that's just... Load the screen. What are you seeing on the stream? Yeah. Looks good, makes sense now. Well, that's the important bit. That's why we do the track reveal, and so that you guys can see it in person and see what we're actually expecting from you.
Oh! Is that Steve behind me?
Yep.
Fucking hell. Get on you.
Language. We are live.
I said book, don't worry. We're all good.
Yeah, fucking hell.
All good.
Yep.
It's the accent, that's
Ryan,
what it is.
Ryan just has a real fetish for deers of various genders.
It's like a Stoke
That's
accent.
Could be Wes, could be Chris could join.
What?
Then kiss
Chris,
not you, Chris. Not you.
Viltovsky seems incapable of saying anything that's not a swear word these days.
Suckley, you know, he's got. He was supposed to be taking Scouts as a lesson.
Oops, sorry.
You took the initiation code off the wall, Ben.
No, I haven't. It's still there.
Ben's about to say swear word after I've finished with
I'm
him.
just going to watch those guys go past.
I got took like Applebee's.
Oh, just got it in the wall. Just in the wall. Damnation. And then onto the grass. Oh, this is a complete success. I shouldn't have changed from the S15. I had the S15 dialed. Thank you, Ryan. Hello, nice to see you too. Buy me dinner first next time.
Come out the smoke, and you were like just basically stopped in front of me. I don't know whether it was a ping issue or.
I keep initiating way too early now.
Now the signs have changed.
Yeah. Oh. I keep getting that bloody corner completely wrong.
Harry, whenever you're ready, yeah. I'm around.
My tyres up, I'll be there.
I'll get on brand new as well.
Now. Right. Let's try this again.
25 is the right pressure for this, by the way. I'm on 24, Harry, but 25 is right. As soon as if you got the tyre monitoring thing on, as soon as you see them start to change colour,
just keep catching that wall.
that's when they're done. Then you'll see them start flickering. Ready?
Yep. Got me off the line, man.
Nice formation stangs. Look at that. That's another exciting thing that we've got to reveal very soon, guys. So over the course of this week, I put out a challenge to some of the guys from the server to recreate the Drift Dialex active tyre pressure monitoring device that we use in our real cars, and that is now ready. So we now have releasing soon, going into Steve, sorry, I thought you were going to recover that. We've had a terrible time. Going into all of the cars on the Tsujigiri packs very soon. Oh, and I'm back in the pit with my controls wrong. Oh well, I'm going to carry on talking. So all of the stuff from the Tsujigiri car packs will, just in this area on the real thing where I'm looking now, behind the steering wheel, as that's where I got them mounted. Actually, on my car, that's a lie. That's where I've got my knock sensor, knock gauge mounted, and the tyre pressure monitor's going up over there next to the bottom of the roll bar. But all of the cars will be getting the active tyre pressure monitor, which means you won't have to have this on, the tyre bit that's now currently floating in midair up here, because you will actually have your live tyre pressures visible in car at all times, same as we do in the real cars, which is a massive thing, and we're going to be the only car pack that has that to begin with. That we're making, well, that's been made for us on demand and is being rolled out, which is going to be very, very exciting. I'll show you a photo of that later on. Right, let's try a run without being totally rubbish.
Nope, wrong bit.
Oh man, this track just doesn't seem to have the surface that we've been having before.
Got no grip.
It feels different. It does, it feels different. I'm wondering whether if it has something to do with the weather.
No, because I've been running on the same conditions. These are the same conditions it's been on before for me, but I just seem to be getting up into that wall way more.
Yep, I'm the same.
I'm trying to dial all the grip into the car.
Who's just pulling up to the line? Oh, it's the stangs, the dueling stangs. Go on, guys. When you're ready, Ryan.
Glad I'm getting a little bit of distance so I don't get caught in the smoke. Ready?
That was a bad transition for me.
Mine felt a little bit funky, but it worked.
No, it worked really nicely. I ended up short on your inside because I just didn't trust the car, because I'm still not quite feeling this grip.
I really didn't trust that manoeuvre. I just did, to be honest, but it paid off. Oh, I figured out why I can't drive as well. I didn't have my lights on. That's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Sorted. We're all good. When you get your wheel back, Anders?
Oh, for God's sake.
Yes. I have no idea. I can check my mail and see if they've said anything.
I wouldn't check it today.
Yeah, don't check it today, mate. You're not having the day for that.
Actually, like, it's to the point where I haven't even checked if the microphone works yet, because I just have this feeling if I check it today, it won't work.
Oh, sorry.
I
almost pushed you into the live trap. I can change the brake bias, I think.
Oh, that's what I haven't done.
Oh, that is so annoying.
Going to the toilet.
I forgot to clear the
Just
track
delete the
before I
AI
went
file
back
before you
to
join
bed.
back.
The problem is I can't delete the AI file because I need the AI file in order to do the spectating for the competition, because it makes all the, is the AI file that makes all the
you can always
cameras
just
work.
re-download it tomorrow.
Yeah, but
We'll
then
just
he's
change the
gonna.
name of it for now, then change the name back tomorrow.
Well, there's an option. I'd just delete it, man, and re-download the file tomorrow and just drag it back in and overwrite.
I'd just delete it and use free cam.
Get the drone cam set up, get your Xbox pad out, that's what you need.
No, it's too much to be trying to fly the camera whilst also doing the judging and
Why in
various other
VR?
bits and doing the commentating. It's just too much commentary. In VR, because I don't wish to projectile vomit all over my rig whilst I'm trying to do things.
Well, you're no fun, Ben.
Oh, I know. Yeah, who doesn't want to see me vomit live on camera somewhere?
I'm sure people would pay for it.
It seems like a weird thing to pay for, though, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I just watched this
I'm
dude
sure
choke up.
people already
a lot
pay.
of weird things.
There's a lot more
If
weird
it
things to
exists,
sell.
there's porn of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Do I need to say more?
Robert Pickles, hello. Hadn't seen your message. Well done, well done. Hello, welcome along. Please don't do something I'm going to hate missing out on again. Are you following me, Mr. Crowley? Oh, it's good to see you guys again. Let's have a look at this AI line, because there is no way that I can put up with constantly being sent back to pits. That's driving me mental! Mental!
Oh, that was a better run.
Yeah, a way better lead. I still don't like the bank at all.
I don't really know why the grip's not there today.
It feels like lower on the bank. There's everything, and then you get slightly further up, and suddenly everything disappears.
On this back corner, you just suddenly just wash really easy.
I can't do the transition along the wall now.
It's really strange, because I promise you,
Oh,
the conditions haven't changed and Alan hasn't reduced the grip on the track.
Now, I'm just gonna throw something really dumb out here. Any chance you were testing with the Pro cars?
Nope.
Okay.
Harry, do you want to jump in another chat a second? And I'll talk you through how to make that setup a little bit better for this track.
Let's just double
Yeah,
check.
quick,
Yeah,
quick, quick,
friction
quick, quick,
98.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, that should be all exactly the same. Very strange. Never mind. We'll try it anyway. Let's see if we can get used to it now. I think maybe it just feels like things have changed because of the positioning of certain things. I'm going to jump in my
Do you want to send me the password again, please, Anders?
Are you competing, Chris?
Yeah, will do.
Okay.
Might be in the Alteza, but...
As long as you're competing.
Anders is just done with today. You can hear it in his voice. He's sick of everything that's going on in his life today, so...
I found the issue with the track. The services is different between the BDC one and this one.
No, it shouldn't be.
The surface friction is different.
Has it gone up to 99?
98. Hold on, wait there. Hold on. One's on 99 and one's on 98.
Yeah, this one's on 99. So if anything, this should have more grip. It doesn't.
Okay, let me just close them down and open them back up again.
No, it's definitely that way round because I literally just checked it myself.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah, 99. Yeah.
Because that was one of the things I was thinking is that I didn't understand why they'd run that at 98. Because I think they were running dynamic tracks, so that was what was causing some issues for them. I've switched to the S50.
It is.
So why would it have less grip then, though?
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm confused.
1052.
There's a surface free, which is concrete. What does the actual track come under?
The track comes under the top one. The surface 3 concrete is that white surface that I'm just driving past over there.
Right, okay, that's good.
Let's try this.
Yeah, it's not because it's morning, is it?
Nope. It's the same time that's been on the server all along.
Oh.
Oh, God. This handles very differently to the V8.
Oh, did you jump in it? Ben, we can only see you again.
Oh, nothing is going right today, and I'm already sick of it. This is just...
I'm sorry, Ben.
No, I know what it is. It's because this week everything's been made more challenging this week because we're trying to get everything done to move across onto new platforms for various things, and it just means that everything's been a rush, and I lose my mind when everything is a rush for no good reason. If we'd had a problem and everything had turned into a rush, then that would be fine, but not. It's just been so much. Hello, whoever has decided that they want to come up in me. That's good.
Well, I mean, I guess we can always slow down a bit.
There we go. Early.
Mustang team talk. Alright, we're back.
What was that, sorry?
So we were having a Mustang team talk, but it's alright, we're back.
Oh. Team Stang. Right, go on, Steve.
Okay.
I seem to have lost a lot of my own
Ability?
speed coming. Oh, hi, Steve.
Oh. Sorry, Ben.
I seem to have the grip difference in this versus the V8 is ridiculous.
The grip on this track compared to the one that I'm normally on is just the track just feels really different.
Yeah, it's weird. I can give you no reason for that. So it'll just take a little bit of getting used to.
Yep.
I was trying to avoid Ryan, I ended up taking out Steve. Right, let's try that again, Steve. Come on.
Just trying to get my initiation right again now.
Yeah, I just can't see the corn anymore.
I'm not having that issue. It just feels like I wash up the bank way more now.
Oh God.
I'm wondering whether the dynamic tracks they were running on it actually helped.
But I wasn't running dynamic
Which I've never heard. I wonder why 98 felt more grippy
than... I cannot repeat this sentence enough before I start getting sick of it.
You can't understand.
Literally fucking nothing has changed in
Language.
the weather. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it again because it doesn't seem to be settling in with everyone who's saying something's changed. Nothing's fucking changed with the weather. The track conditions are the same. The weather conditions are the same. The track should be grippier if it's anything because it's 0.1% higher on the track surface.
0.1 more, yeah.
I don't understand why it's doing it. Hypothesizing isn't going to work because everyone keeps on saying maybe it's the weather. It's not the fucking weather. Nothing's changed on the fucking weather. That's interesting.
Harry, shifting the rest of that the brake bias forwards is better.
That's really interesting. I tell you what, by run 3 it seems much grippier, and there shouldn't be any track transfer because, as I've said repeatedly, nothing's changed on the dynamics, so it shouldn't be getting dynamic track.
But then again, it is Assetto Corsa.
It is Assetto Corsa. Sometimes it does things that are uniquely Italian.
Yeah.
I was just about to mention the Italian thing.
Yeah, I know. I just want to sound like a broken record and mention it again, just to wind them up.
Okay, cool.
Now, are you sure?
Is it linked to the whole we were having issues with Content Manager because of the custom shaders patch? Is something going on there?
I mean, that is a real possibility.
Yeah, but I'm on the same content custom shaders.
Yeah,
patch,
I know. That's what I can't understand. None of it adds up, but then against Content Manager, so none of it's ever going to add up, is it?
That's true.
Yay.
For now, basically what we'll do, Ben, is we'll just message you every 10 minutes and tell you it's to do with the weather, and then
Okay, I'd appreciate
then you know what the problem is.
Overtake. Who's that? I can't see who it is. Oh, stay on reels there.
We've seen.
Lovely overtake that, Steve.
Didn't mean to be fair.
Oh,
That looked grippy, Ben.
yeah.
I'm getting more grip on my second lap than I am my first.
Do you know what I have noticed?
Go on.
My pressures at the end of the run are 2 psi lower than they were yesterday.
Interesting. Maybe it's because of all those track changes I made.
You sure it hasn't to do with the weather?
Literally, the only thing I can think of is the 98 and 99 mean something. They don't mean 1% difference. It's just a complete different
He's gonna
setting.
fucking stab you, Chris. Stop. Booking, I said. Booking with a B. Before anyone contemplates.
I mean, as I say, it is Italian, so it could be possible.
No, it's not. That is definitely percentages as they are meant to be. Oh, wow. But it feels like it's rubbering in.
Oh, massive on this side, sorry.
I think you just
Oh, it didn't look
need
like
to get
it
used
then.
to it, doesn't we? It's not really an issue. Just one of those things. Just gotta get used to it. And
The skid marks are disappearing.
that's to do with the weather as well.
They're drying up.
If only my skid marks were disappearing.
Yeah. I have to do washing to make mine go.
It would be nice if it was just automatically.
I'll have to do washing tonight after to get rid of the blood stains after Ben's finished stabbing me. You ready?
Yeah, go on.
Team Mustang. Oh god, everyone's going. This can only go well.
Oh,
I'll just crash.
Oh God!
I'll just crashing.
Did you change the brake bias, Harry?
No, I forgot.
It's miles better, you know. Miles better.
How many percent did you go forward?
I'm at the full. I'm on 80.
I can never
For the
remember.
bank, it's nice.
I can never remember. Is it the higher the number towards the front, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, either that or I'll be using the handbrake every time I press the brake pedal, and it doesn't feel like that's happening. So.
I think I've done it before. My brake pedal feels rubbish when it's at higher.
You just reduce the brake pressure to compensate for it. Not that I've had to, man.
There you are.
I
Oh,
run
my
my brake
brake
pedal
pedal.
like really desensitized anyway, just because I like to be able, I like to stamp on it to get to do stuff. I don't like really sharp brake pedals. Ready?
Yep.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, the tyres have turned off. Trying to do 3 runs is 1 run too much. It just lost all grip.
You did actually catch the grass then. That
360.
seemed to.
That's annoying. Right, well, I think we can see that the track works. I'm going to call the stream there for a bit, guys, and we'll try and sort everyone's issues. But there you go. That's the track. That's the track reveal for this week. So that's what's going to be used. And if anyone has any notes they want to send, or they have any questions on what the track's going to look like, send them in, and we'll go from there. So thank you very much. See you tomorrow for the
Hope it
full
doesn't
stream, where it might rain.
Is this where it rains and it gains grip?